All right, for Pi Day, you're going to work with some of the people and help them identify some minerals based off their physical properties. So up here in the corner, as an example, I've got a picture of a calcite. So you'll have the actual minerals in your hands when you're working with people. So what you might do when they come up to you, well, you might start with all the rocks that you see around are made up of an aggregate of one or more minerals, meaning they're a mix of one or more minerals. And all of those minerals have a specific set of physical properties. And if you can identify all the physical properties, you can identify the mineral. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to identify the physical properties of this particular mineral. We're going to start with what's called luster. Luster is how something looks in the light. It's a reflection of the light. And we're going to keep it real simple. We're going to say, is it non-metallic or is it metallic? Does it look like a metal or not? Metal meaning, does it look like copper or gold or silver? Now, well, we look at this one and we see it's non-metallic. So next we're going to look at its hardness. And everything has a hardness somewhere between a 1 and a 10. And what we've got here right now is a nail. And we're going to see if this mineral can be scratched by this nail. If it's softer than the nail, we're going to be able to put a scratch in it. If it's harder than the nail, then we can't put a scratch in it. Yep, we can put a scratch in this one. So we move down. The next thing would be color, and our colors vary, right? But for right now, for this chart, we just kept it real simple, white and translucent. Is your mineral white and translucent or translucent? Yep, it is. So let's move on. We're going to do another scratch test. This time we're going to use our fingernails. Fingernails are an average around a 2.5 on the scale. So we're going to see if we can scratch it. If it's softer than our fingernail, we're going to be able to put a scratch in it. And if it's harder than a fingernail, we're not going to be able to scratch it at all. So looking at this sample, we can't scratch it with our fingernail. So we're going to come down here and we're going to look at now a cleavage. When we're looking at cleavage, we're looking for these flat planes that have broken on the crystal. So we're looking for these flat surfaces that have come out or are apparent where the mineral has broken. And so we look at this and yeah, this one's pretty darn flat. All right. So the next thing is to determine what type of cleavage. All right. Is it cubic or is it rhombohedral? Cubic meaning it's square like the picture down here. Rhombohedral meaning it's kind of a leaning box like we see in the picture on the other side. And yep, this one's kind of a leaning box. So we're going to come down and this one's calcite. And guess what? Calcite has another interesting effect. It fizzes when you put hydrochloric acid on it. But you don't actually have to have the hydrochloric acid. You can use a lemon juice or a vinegar and it'll create the same effect. It'll bubble when you put one of these two acids on it. So that completes what you need to do with the public, right? And you can put a little bit of your own in there and you have your cheat sheets at your table to help you as you go along. All right.